We're adding a segment to our show. It's called Ask Indie. If you hashtag Ask Indie on Twitter, you can always ask us stuff. But we would actually prefer that you send us a video.
That would be awesome. We will play your video of you asking us.
Yeah, and we'll give your YouTube channel a huge shout out.
And we'll send you a present.
No.
We'll buy you a car?
No.
We will...
No, I already listed everything off.
Okay.
We're not doing anything else.
All right.
First question, though, comes from an awesome YouTuber. His name is Gupta. He's a really, really cool guy.
He's like the king of YouTube networking. This guy knows everybody.
Yeah, seriously, he knows like everybody.
Like I'll go out there and I'll like run across some channel I've never heard of that's cool. I'm like, oh, this channel's cool. Let me comment. Scroll down. Gupta. He's already commented.
And not just like a little comment. It's like he already knows the person.
Yeah.
He's really cool.
How do you do that?
Yeah.
That's our question to you.
How do you do that, Harsh? You're awesome, man.
Questioning you back, man.
But his question was, how did we meet, and what inspired us to build our own studio? So how did we met? That is really interesting. I think you want to tell the story.
I will tell the story. Once upon a time, we met at a men's breakfast. Actually, that was thrown by the church. It was like an event that the church that you were going to had, right?
No, it's your church.
No, me and one guy were the only people from my church there. Okay, so we met at some mysterious event that nobody
really
knows
funny.
how this thing
See,
got.
I was there.
I thought it was his church.
Somebody invited me there.
Really?
And I went, and I thought your church. So
no,
he went
it wasn't
to
our church that did that. So somebody randomly threw an event. We both randomly showed up to said event, invited by people randomly. I don't even remember who invited me. And so we went there, and it was just a bunch of like old men, basically, and we were the only two people around the same age. So we started talking.
Yeah.
And
and we happened to live in each other's neighborhood. Actually, that's kind of what it was like.
Oh,
you live in the same neighborhood.
Right.
Cool. And then I thought, well, I'll never see that guy again, even though we live in the same neighborhood.
Yeah.
What happened was we did, because we live in the same neighborhood. We went to the same park.
Right. So we both happened to take our kids to the park at the same time.
Yeah, and our wives hit it off really well.
Right.
So that was cool because, we're always busy doing work. He's starting his own business, or trying to at the time. He's getting ready to break off on his own in the next couple of years. Me, I'm just doing a million projects like I am now.
Got a million things going on.
And our wives had time to hang out.
Yeah, they
nurtured
did.
the relationship. And boom.
They did. And then we would hang out at kids' birthday parties, kind of started being in the similar social circles and seeing each other at kids' birthday parties. That's when we'd hang out.
Yeah.
And whatever other kids had a birthday party. And we'd talk, and we'd have all these business ideas. We'd be throwing stuff back and forth. And I was like, man, we need to do something.
Yeah. And that's kind of what led us to build the studio, is that we got together for coffee finally. It was actually after I decided to change my mentality about how I approached life and work.
And it was right after I went ahead and broke off and started my own business.
Yeah. So
it's like that next week, I think.
We were both kind of on this let's make things happen thing. But I wouldn't have met with him for coffee, and this wouldn't have happened if I didn't decide to change the way I thought about things. Because I normally would be like, I don't have time for coffee.
Right.
And when you're passing up opportunities, so many people are always like, I've distracted. I got distracted. Sorry. So many people are always passing up opportunities and then wondering why they never have any opportunities. And that was me. And then I decided, hey, I'm going to take this opportunity. And I think it's been an awesome opportunity. We're doing a lot of cool stuff.
I think so. I've heard it said that busyness is the enemy of success.
True. So. Totally true. Oh,
yeah.
It's been a little bit. It's totally true. That's what's always been holding me back. And this year I'm actually going to work on saying no and getting rid of some of the things that I'm doing to accomplish what I want.
Yeah, so then we decided, I had the Intellect.com domain. He started talking about doing a podcast. I was like, dude, I've been wanting to do a podcast too. So we started podcasting. And then he's like, dude, we should do YouTube too. Yeah. I was like, all right, that sounds cool.
Once we decided to do YouTube, we knew we had to have a cool background.
Right.
So I turned one of my empty rooms. I had a house with an empty room in it. All my daughters slept in the same room, so we just had an empty room. And we just kind of decorated it, made it look cool. Went from there. Now, I don't have a house.
Fiverr logo.
Yep. With the fun, yeah. Now I don't have a house, but my brother built a studio for his CGI company, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So we're in Mud Brick Studios right now.
Right here, now.
This is their place.
Sweet digs. Shout out to them for letting us use it.
Heck yeah. So another awesome YouTuber in Febriana K. If you look her up, you can find her. Yeah, she's in Jakarta, Indonesia. Pretty cool person. Amazing, just thoughts and ideas on life, and she's actually read a lot of the same books we have on business. So it's pretty cool connecting with her. Sharp, she asks us what inspires us. You want to go first?
I'll go. I guess I'll go first. What inspires me? Things that I'm not good at inspire me for some reason. I like art. I'm terrible at being an artist because I don't have that sort of creative mind to come up with something out of nothing. But at least from an artistic standpoint. But like art inspires me, and this isn't just for the brownie points. But my wife's art inspires me. She makes cool stuff. Cool. And so it's neat to have that stuff. She puts it around her house, and she decorates our house in a way that's very inspirational and promotes positive thoughts. So I find a lot of inspiration in that. And cool stories. I like cool stories, man. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts where they tell stories, like Snap Judgment. Yeah. That's one I've been listening to. There are lots of cool stories in there.
just subscribed. Haven't listened to any episodes.
That one's pretty cool. I think you're gonna like it.
I'll check it out.
And so cool stories, awesome art. I'm not good at those two things, and those really inspire me. So
yeah,
among other things. But what about you?
Hey, nature really does. I love going out in the mountains, just sitting and like breathing. It feels like you can really breathe in nature. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but your thoughts and your priorities.
Right.
Like, you can really think about priorities clearly when you're able to get away. And
it's true.
I'm inspired by a lot of things daily. Just I am a little more artistic than Joel, I think.
Yeah, for sure. Drastically so.
Kidding. No, I mean, I've got art in my blood, so lots of things just inspire me to do whatever. And so I'm coming up with weird ideas all the time. I'm actually going to be doing a video about bacon and cheese and sculptures soon, and I think this video is going to be sweet. So,
that sounds awesome.
Anyway, that was by Twitter people. I asked them what should I do for story time, and that's what they told me to do.
That's pretty cool.
So shout out to you guys.
Yeah.
Aurora and Sharifi and
the whole Twitter homie crowd
Joe,
out there.
Joe's random life.
Yeah. There's some fun stuff that happens on Twitter. If you're not involved in the third wave on Twitter, you should be, because there's some cool people.
Those people are really inspiring. Actually, those people I asked directly, but man, a lot of inspirational stuff.
Third wave inspires us.
Yeah,
totally.
So,
gosh, seeing the cool stuff you guys come up with. So,
yeah,
theology, the Bible inspires me.
Yeah,
inspires me
for sure. That was definitely a big thing that got me through high school. Honestly, it's, scriptures and stuff like that. So,
good stuff, man. What else?
Robert Kiyosaki. Just kidding.
His books are great. His books are great. His podcast is mediocre. He's got some great people on there, but he's just not good at that. Yeah. It's not his platform, but he's got some funny people on there and some interesting stuff. Especially he's got a guy on there that talks about investing. He's basically his investment advisor. He has him on there. That guy is really awesome. I like hearing the podcast with that guy. Okay. That guy's pretty sharp. So check out the Rich Dad podcast, and especially listen to the ones, I forget the guy's name, but they have him on there every 2 or 3 episodes. And he's like totally opposite of what everybody else thinks of investing wise. He's like, no, I'm going the opposite direction. And the guy wins all the time. So
that's cool. Usually the way it works with money.
Right.
So, okay, guys, thanks for watching this Q&A. Be sure to send us a video, and thank you so much for being involved with this.